and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, Jon Jordan. This is the YouTube channel all about the world of blockchain games, so if you're interested in that, please do subscribe to the channel. In the video today, we are looking once again at Splinterlands, which is a game I've been looking at a lot recently, running on the Hive blockchain. Really straightforward game to get into. Has as little of the kind of blockchain shenanigans, obstacles, onboarding as you can expect in a blockchain game. Just need to create an email and a password. That's really all you need. If you want to find out all the private key stuff, you can do that as well. But this is pretty straightforward. It's a card game. I'm not really going to go into what the game is. You can plenty of videos explaining that. But there is a nice update which is worth talking about. So, game's been live for a couple of years now. It is doing really well at the moment. It is the most popular blockchain game by quite a margin, with kind of 6,500, 7,000 daily active unique wallets. One of the interesting things with a lot of blockchain games have this similar kind of issue is there are a lot of bots in the game. I don't know, I haven't seen any official numbers for how many, but because it's so easy to set up an account, you just need an email and a password, and then you do have to pay kind of $10 to kind of activate it to the level where you can start to do the blockchain stuff. But once you do that, a lot of stuff you do in the game you get rewards for. So you get rewarded in this dark energy crystal, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency, which you can use to buy things in the game. Equally, if you get enough of it, you can trade this out. So you could trade this out from your wallet and take it to your kind of a centralized wallet and cash it out for fiat currency, for dollars or euros or something like that, if you had a lot of it. So it kind of gives people an incentive. If they're running a lot of bots and they're playing these games, you don't pay any transaction charges, no gas fees. So you might, if you're very clever, build some bots and play all these games, do all these battles, and try and kind of mine, farm this kind of dark energy crystal and cash it out. Or perhaps use dark energy crystal and use it to buy cards, and then try and get some high level cards and sell them, something like that. I don't quite know how it would work. It's not a game with vast amounts of money in, but obviously some people are doing it. So what the developers have done is kind of quite nice, and I think we sometimes expect all blockchain games to have bots in them because there are incentives in any blockchain game, because you have this kind of this kind of value economy that can be taken out. The value can be taken out of the economy. So this is a way of making people think twice about running bot farms, and if they are running bot farms, forcing them to put in more value into the ecosystem. So it's kind of, I guess, fine to run bots if the designers are minimizing the amount of value you can take out, because you're forcing them to pay more money to kind of get the high level rewards. So what they've done is, the main thing that happens in Splinterlands, you can see here, is this season. So it's basically every 2 weeks the season ends, and people, depending on where they are on the leaderboard, get certain rewards. So obviously what people do is they play, particularly as the countdown clock happens, gets closer and closer, people are playing more and more to get these rewards. You can see at the moment I've got 12 of these crate rewards. If the season ended now, I get 12 crates. I might get some cards, I might get some kind of potions, I might get some packs to open, that sort of thing. And what used to happen was that as I just kind of played on the leaderboard, we can see here, I'm a rubbish player, as you can see. So my rank is really low, 6,000. My rating is 1,082, and I'm actually in the silver league. So you can see here, I'm in the silver leagues, and I'm in the lowest one, the third league of silver. So this is my rating, as we saw there, 1,082. But this is new. This is my power. So my power is 26,575, and this is basically based on my cards. So I've probably spent about $50, I would think, buying cards and leveling them up, that sort of thing, and that gives me my power. And now what's interesting is that you have to have, obviously you have to have a rating. You have to win games to increase your rating to get up into higher leagues, and that gives you higher rewards. But now you're also capped on your power. So you can only, the highest league you can get to is basically capped on your power. So we can have a look here. Okay, so here we go. So novice starts off here, bronze. I'm currently in silver, and we can see here I am in silver 3, so this is the rating, because so if I get to 1,300 rating, I would move into silver 2, which I kind of have done in the past. But now we can see with my power, only 26,000 power, can no longer get to silver 2 because I need 40,000 power. So actually I need to spend quite a bit more money to get my power high enough in order to boost myself from 12 loot crests until 15 loot crests. Now for me, can I be bothered to do that? I don't know. I mean, I like the game, so it wouldn't be a waste. But I don't really go out and try and be a power user by any regard. I just happily kind of spend, $10 every so often when I feel the need, when I get very enthusiastic about getting new cards, that sort of thing. Particularly about leveling up cards, I spend some more. So I don't think this necessarily increase my spending particularly, but in the negative sense, if I was running a bot farm, then you can see how this suddenly gets expensive. As you get to the higher levels, you can start to see, gold. You're having to have significantly more power, which means significantly more spending to get the cards in order to do that. So it's an interesting mechanic. We will see what happens. I guess what will be interesting to see is how the daily active unique wallet count for Splinterlands changes over the next few weeks, because if what we think is correct and there are going to be fewer bots playing, then we'd expect that number to go down. But obviously it's bots that are being taken out of the system, and potentially you may get more players coming back in. I don't know, if there's less bots, you may get more players kind of coming in and feeling like they're kind of having a better experience. I've never actually had really a problem with bots, but obviously I'm playing at the kind of lower levels. I guess if you were a high-powered player playing at some of the higher ranked leagues, you might get a bit sniffy about this sort of stuff, and you might not, that would degrade your experience more than it would do for me at the low levels. But I think it's interesting, and I think it's always good when developers are thinking about bots, and obviously you have to always be aware of them and always kind of changing things. But I think bots are always going to be there, so it's a case of designing around them, and the best way of doing that is forcing people who have either have lots of accounts or have some high-powered accounts to have a taxation system that forces them to be kind of constantly putting resources in. And if you were if you were playing this game seriously as a player, that's what you'd be doing all the time. You'd be trying to get new cards, you'd be trading, you'd be thinking out new strategies and getting new cards to help you do that. Whereas bots will just be sitting there and kind of trying to find the meta. So anyway. You are encouraged to play Splinterlands if you haven't played it yet. I'm not a big trading card game player. I'm not a very good one either, but Splinterlands is easy enough for me to play, so it'll be easy enough for you to play, certainly. And if you use my affiliate link, I think we both get some free cards when you pay the $10 that you need to go into the kind of main part of the game. But the first bit you can just play free to play. To see if you enjoy it or not. Anyway, thanks for listening, watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, all about the world of blockchain games. If you like that, please do subscribe. But I hope you found it interesting, and hope you come back soon.